I was talking with a friend over the weekend about this bachelor party that we went to up in Chicago, right? And where he had misplaced his phone, where he'd lost his phone. Now, maybe it's not too weird of a place, but while I'm telling you this story, think about the weirdest place you've lost your phone, because phones are kind of our life now, and I know that they can get misplaced sometime. But anyways, it started with me thinking that our the condo that we were staying at was one direction, and convincing my friend that we needed to walk this direction in downtown Chicago.
Oh.
And when in reality, we walked about a half an hour and realized we were actually going the wrong way.
Oh.
So that was when, because I'm of the thought that if we can avoid taking an Uber or a taxi, let's just walk. And so,
no matter how far?
Yeah. I was thinking, it can't be too far. I'm sure it's this way. So we went that way about a half an hour. Then when we realized, nope, actually the wrong direction, that's when we hailed a cab and got it to go the other way. So anyways.
How many times did you have to say you're sorry to your friend?
No, it was one of those things where my buddy Rob, I would just kind of look at him and he would just shake his head. He would just be like,
I kind of knew we were going to end up like this when I listened to you.
I know. So anyways, long story short, we get back to the place. He realizes he doesn't have his phone. It's like, oh my gosh, we start calling the cab company. Finally, we miraculously track down the actual cabbie, and the cab company gets us in touch with the cabbie. He calls him, and then the very next morning, before we are supposed to head out, the cabbie comes by and drops the phone off. So I mean, it was best case scenario if you're going to lose your phone in a cab, because I'm sure everybody's got a story about losing their phone in an Uber or whatever. So I was like, man, that kind of wild, So what's the weirdest place you've ever lost your phone? We actually just got a text from Paul who said, woke up one day with getting only 2 hours of sleep, put my phone in a sandwich, not necessarily losing it though. Put my phone in a sandwich.
Did he try to eat
at
it?
what point?
This is crunchier than anticipated.
Exactly. At what point did he realize he had put his phone in the sandwich?
I took a bite. I realized, ouchie.
If it's kind of one of those big sub sandwiches, you've got your phone in your right hand and you're just like, okay, I'm just going to set it down. And then you start dressing it. Maybe you put some lettuce on top and then you cover it up. And then, I get it.
Okay. I actually left mine in the pantry. I spent 15 minutes looking for it.
So that's funny.
I was in there. I was like, oh, I'm going to put this down. And there was a ladder. We had a ladder to reach something up top. So I just collapsed the ladder and put it back under and then walked right back out. And forgot that my phone was in there.
So my youngest daughter, is probably the smartest out of all of us in the family. She has got a Find Your Phone app on her watch. So
wow.
Yeah, so she's got a little smartwatch, kind of like a Garmin, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And she will go and I wonder where multiple times a day. And most of the time, it's just buried in a blanket in the couch,
Right.
But it's she just hits it, and then you just hear a little beep, 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 and you're like, oh, okay.
Apple has the same feature. I don't know how to use it, though.
Got a text.
Just find my phone. My son, absolutely 100%. knows how to use it to find all of our stuff.
Well, for sure.
But he wasn't there.
Right.
So
yeah. So what are you going to do?
I was like, I don't know what to do now.
Text from Carrie who said flew off at the top of a water ride on a log at an amusement park. I have no clue where that phone went.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that's why they say don't take your phone on rides.
Secure your valuables, all the things. Yeah. Oh, that's not good.
Aubrey says, my ex-husband's phone was, quote, lost when his wife snatched it out of his mistress's hands.
Oh, wow.
There's a story there. Another text from a listener. After I had lost my phone for many weeks, I found my phone clipped to a tree branch outside my apartment. I'm thinking I dropped it outside and someone found it and clipped it there. That is wild.
God. That's crazy.
That is wild.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. Jacqueline said my ex was frantically searching for his phone one time. Then I pointed out he was holding it and talking on it.
How many times have you done that?
So much.
I was going to say, that is so not, much. Jacqueline, don't even worry, because I've done that several times where I'm just, I have it in my right hand. I'm like, where is my phone?
I know. It's like you mean the one you're holding.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Oh, dang. Maggie said, I accidentally dropped my phone in the little crack in the elevator that goes down the elevator shaft. They had to call an elevator mechanic to shut it down and fish it out.
Oh, my God.
That is, like, those are one of those moments where it probably your entire world just started going in slow motion.
Oh, it sure is. Like,
where you drop it and you're like, you see it like kind of bounce, hit, and then it just perfectly whoop.
And then that probably was not a quick process. If you have to call an elevator mechanic, they don't have a lot of those on standby, like in the actual building. So someone's got to come over and then you have to stand there and say, I'm really sorry about this. Thank you so much. Like, all the time.
And like, look, cell phones aren't those little $200 Nokia flip phones anymore. They are expensive.
Like $1,000 you just drop down the shaft.
Yeah, exactly. They're expensive pieces of computer equipment.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so I got a text.
Wait, did you see the bandits text?
No. Read that one.
I've been looking for my phone with the flashlight on my phone.
Hang on, let me get the flashlight app going. All right, where's my phone?
I know, I found that. I saw this phone somewhere. Where did it go?
Okay, hang on. We just got a voice note from a number, and it just says casket in the subject line. So I tell you what, let's play a song. Come back and then let me listen to it. Make sure it's like not dirty or anything. right, exactly. But yeah, I want to play for you this next one in weirdest places you've ever lost your phone. And by the way, I want to hear more of your calls. Okay, or your texts 502-571. $99.70. Talking about weirdest places you've lost your phone on 99.70 JX. And I got a voice note from a listener in the subject line. It was just emailed to us, random number. And in the subject, it just says casket. So we'll get to that call here in just a quick sec.
We've got other text messages, though. I lost mine in the refrigerator. Yes. I do always look there when I'm looking for my lost phone, for sure.
Lacey said, got home, couldn't find my phone. Find my iPhone located in the middle of I-65 northbound. I left it on top of my car and it finally slid off once I got on the interstate. Yes, I went and found it. And yes, it was perfectly fine and working.
Oh my gosh. That's so lucky.
Yeah, it looked like Frogger trying to find it. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, had a friend who dropped her phone in the toilet at the Henryville Forestry during our kids' football practice. Luckily, her husband had a fishing pole in his trunk and was able to fish it out.
You know what? That reminds me of a friend that I had when we were, where were we? We were at a public park or whatever, and it was one of those like porta potties, and lost. Kept the phone in the back pocket of the pants. And when she went to take the pants down, the phone popped out and went into the porta potty. She got it. She got it.
At that point, I'm almost like at your losses.
No. It was like
how much sanitizing is required for you to be able to use that.
It didn't sink down into anything. It was just sitting on top.
What was keeping it afloat, sir?
Hey. All right, hey, let's get to this voice note that we got from a listener, a random number from a listener. Weirdest place you've lost your phone?
I went to a funeral this past weekend, and it was like by the gravesite and everything. Like that's where they had the service, and I left, and I'm pretty sure that somehow I dropped my cell phone into the grave where they dropped the coffin. I went back and tried to call and see if I could hear my phone ringing, but I think I'm just going to have to let it go.
Oh, yeah.
He goes back to
that up.
the grave and tries to call it from another phone, to hear it ringing?
Could you imagine if somebody was paying their respects
and
then hears a phone ringing from in there?
Oh, my God.
Oh, gosh.
All right.